Hey there, folks. So today at Mom's house, we are going to be doing a real-life version of the rainwater capture that we discussed a couple days ago. And if you want some more information on rainwater capture, how that relates to sustainability, I suggest revisiting that video, even if you just have time to read the description. I'm not sure how involved this is going to be, so I kind of just want to get to work and then we can chit chat if we need to as we go along. So as you can see, I have a big trash can behind me. I believe it's 32 gallons, and I'm going to be following a similar version to the one that I modeled for you all the other day. That big thing sticking out of the top is a window screen. I'm going to use that for filtration. We talked about that when it comes to natural pests in the environment, mosquitoes. That's a thing that you just don't really want, like standing water sitting around. So I got the kind with a lid, and then I'm going to actually just cut out. I'm kind of following that model, right? But I'm worried about what it would look like if there were a lot of debris over just the screen on like the entirety of the surface area. I don't want to make it buckle, so I think I'm going to cut out squares. You can kind of see here how this is formatted. If I can, I'm going to try to cut through these squares, and then I'm going to put the spigot towards the bottom, and I actually went, oops, sorry, loud noises. I actually went with this. It's just a simple shut-off valve. Let me see if I can show you all so you can see my finger. See? You can see me smiling through the little circle. There's my finger, and then it's got a nozzle on the side, and you turn it. Where'd I go? Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. And then I actually found this tubing when I took out my washer and dryer and replaced it with a new one I had purchased. So I'm going to just clip here to make sure I have plenty of room. Where this is bent already, this hosing is kind of bad, but it's not all bad. So rather than throwing it away, we're going to do what we always do, and we are going to find a reuse for it instead. Let me grab my scissors. All right behind the computer there, and then I'm just going to clip where this is kind of already pinched off. This one does require power tools as usual. Safety first, please. And we talk about that all the time. If you are not familiar, I'm going to double check because I know one of these ends is bad, the other is not. Okay, I think I grabbed the correct one. See, it screws straight onto that valve. So this is what we're going to be putting on the outside, because I need this lever to stay on the outside of the trash can, and then I think it's a paddle bit. I don't know. I always call it the thingamajig because I can never remember what it's actually called. On my drill, go ahead and cut this off. And this was only like a few bucks. I picked it up at like a lawn and garden store, and I already have my bit secured onto my drill. So we're going to get this going to make the hole, and then I'm going to feed the tubing through, and then put this in on the outside so that we can change parts if anything needs to be replaced. I wanted to make sure, in case I did make a mistake, that I had things that I could use interchangeably. I am going for, let's see, my good and trusty super glue fix for the window screens. I'll reinforce it with some packing tape that I have in gross excess lately, and I'm just going to use a scraper instead of my hands because I don't want to super glue my hands to anything. The other one is silicone. It's just translucent adhesive. If you don't already use it around your house, there are a couple videos on how to use that, how to do it right, safely, so on and so forth. I re-waterproofed my bathroom in my previous home a couple months ago, so I have more silicone than I know what to do with. So I am going to attempt these top cutouts first. I just want to see how that goes, and just see how tense we're working with. Yeah, as I suspected, it's pretty tough, so I may drill into the lid I don't know, I haven't decided. I'll probably close this and then drill into the lid just to get some of it started. And then cut the remainder. And this is an old window screen that, as you can see, is broken. Random fact of the day, you can rescreen window screens if you ever need to. So I'm going to save the frame. I'm going to be really careful to remove that. I'll show you guys how to do that. And you can call today a 2-for-1 if you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, right? And then this has wheels on it, so I'm actually going to take a chair to brace this, right? Because we don't want it to slide on me and then I put a power drill through my leg or my new floors. I'm going to go a few inches up the same way that we did with the model. Because the thing here is that you want it to capture enough without having to lug all 32 gallons to wherever you need to redistribute water or what have you. I don't want to get it in the curved portion down here. It would just be poor design. So let me just check. I wanted to make sure that that curvature stops on the inside where it looks like it stops on the outside, because I don't want to drill into the wrong place. And then I'm going to take the largest part of this and make sure, even though I plan on putting it up, propping it up on something like how I showed you all, I just want to make sure that it's got plenty of wiggle. Go ahead and lift onto my legs too to ensure that we stay still. I'm not typically a big fan of bracing anything on body parts, but you know, it is what it is. Uh-oh, looks like my bit may not be all the way secure. That would have been a nightmare. All right, just double check. And I'm going to do a finger placement. Make sure that I've got a couple inches of wiggle room. I think I'm just going to do a 2 and 2 mark right at the end of that curvature. Okay. And then I'll place the bit in the center. All right. Awesome. Easy, simple. Oh. I'm just a small person. That's what the green thing is for. I can't ever reach anything. It's not because it's difficult. And I'm going to kind of pinch this tubing and then just hose it through. I can cut off any excess later. And that is a perfect fit. Good. Actually, let me snatch a hammer and I'm going to get that all the way in there for the most part before I put some silicone on it to make sure that I don't have anything sticking out too far. So I'll be right back.